Mountain Gang, how y'all feeling? How y'all living? Y'all already know who it is. It's Rock clocking in back with another loving video just for y'all. Another vlog for y'all. This vlog is pretty much just an update on my mental. If you haven't already, make sure y'all go check out the life after car accident video so that way y'all can catch up with me so y'all can be on the same wavelength and time frame with your boy. Anywho, moving forward, over the years, a lot of people has always asked me, but I don't be mad about the outcome. About the whole car accident when I was 14, I got hit by a bus on my side. Honestly, the way that I look at it is like every day is a challenge for me mentally, because I have to sit here and think about it was once upon a time where I was walking. I had a rod in my leg and I was walking with the rod, but to speak in doctor terms, I actually was supposed to be paralyzed from the waist down. But thank God, don't talk about my afro. I know I need a cut or whatever, but y'all family, so I ain't gotta look good for y'all. Y'all family, you feel me? Anywho, originally I was supposed to be pronounced paralyzed, but by the grace of God, for sure, because at the end of the day, not knocking nobody's credentials when it comes to being in the medical world, but the way I operate and how my faith is and how my spiritual is connected, entwined with God above, no mankind will ever have a say so over my life or over my body. So that's when doctors tell me certain things, I'll be like, oh, okay, you don't have to say so, over my body. But moving forward, they stated to my family that I was supposed to be paralyzed, but I ended up walking. I was told when I was younger that as I got older, my situation was going to become worse. And I never knew what they actually meant by that, because, doctors don't like to be detailed because they don't like to scare you. But anywho, I never understood what that really meant until I became older. And my rod started giving me complications and problems. So I recently had surgery to get it removed, and I've just been in the wheelchair ever since. I've been, seeing my orthopedics and whatnot, this, that, and the third. But anywho, it's been challenging, because I think about the person that I was in the car with. I wasn't driving, I was 14. I was with the older brother of mine, one of my older brothers, and he was driving. It is frustrating because, he's the one who was driving, who made a decision that impacted my life tremendously. And every time I tell myself, I should have just stayed in school, because he came and got me out early from my last period. And I tell myself this all the time. What would have happened, or what would have occurred if I would have just stayed in my class? You know what I'm saying? I should have just said no and just stayed in my class, because now I'm dealing with the repercussions of somebody else's decision. That's what's crazy. It wasn't even my decision, and I'm dealing with a life impact on my life from somebody else's decision. That's very frustrating, because I trusted you and put my life in your hands, and now look what it cost me. So it's like mentally, ever since then, I never trusted my life being in nobody else's hands, because I was young and my life was in the hands of an older brother of mine, and now it caused me to have a never-ending impact on my life. So I can't move on. I would just have to adjust to new things. And it's like, I'm gonna call it for what it is. I can't enjoy my life the way that I want to enjoy my life, because I always have to think about you can't do this or you can't do that or this, that, and the third. And it becomes frustrating, because it's like, why am I the one that had to reap the consequences of somebody else's decision? And now he's moved on with his life, enjoying his life, and, having all this fun. And I'm the one that's literally sitting here dealing with these medical things. It's frustrating because I don't get checked on. I don't get no calls. I know nothing. I'm not saying nobody owes me anything, but I feel like if I knew that I impacted somebody that they could have lost their life, I'm gonna always make sure that you're straight. It doesn't necessarily have to be financially. I'm not talking about financially, but just from a mental standpoint, because mentally that's a lot to deal with. I'm 14 years old. I wake up in a hospital. I'm in a coma, bro. I woke up in the hospital in a coma. And the last thing I remember was me leaving school. That's a big traumatic experience. And everybody like, why you're not so frustrated like you're supposed to be? It's because I look at it from a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like personally I've changed as a person, because before my car accident I was a yes person, or I was a punch bag, and now it's like, you can't do whatever you want to do to me or make me feel like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because I would speak out on it. So in a sense, I'm thankful for that I was in a car accident, because it changed me as a person, but emotionally, but physically I'm mad. I'm upset, because if I would have known that I would have to deal with this for the rest of my life, I would have never got that car. I would have like, no, I'm cool. You go ahead. You want to leave school early or whatever the case may be, go ahead. You do you. I'm straight. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's frustrating because honestly, I can't even recollect on me receiving an apology. Seriously, I can't. I don't have no recollection, whether if he did or didn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm in this situation because of you, not because of me. But I'm dealing with this because of you, not because of me. This was your decision that impacted my life. So yeah, I'd be frustrated because I think about certain things, and it was a person that I was dating at one point in time, and she was like, well, she was iffy on being with me because she was thinking futuristically. Well, what happens if it comes to a time where you have to be in a wheelchair and you can't play? If we try to create a family, you can't play with our kids. I never thought about, in a sense of me going that far. I'm like, in a wheelchair. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, I low-key feel like she probably put some voodoo over my life. Because right after that, a year, 2 years later after that, well, I would say 2 years later after that, boom, I'm in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she put some voodoo on my life. I should have prayed. I should have prayed when she said that. That's my fault. Anywho, moving forward. Mentally, man, I try to take it every, day by day. But I'm human, and I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that I didn't think about that day, June 6th. I think about it every time. I mean, I'm good now, but I'm saying, like, when it happened, it's like I literally have to depend on other people, and it's like, that's not fair to me. It's not fair that I have to deal with somebody else's consequences from a stupid decision that they made. And it's just like, if I put somebody else's life in jeopardy, I'ma always reach out or talk or just check up on you. How are you mentally? Are you okay? Some days are cool and most days is depressing. All I can do is take it one day at a time. So mentally, how am I doing? Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. But all I can do is thank God and be happy that, the situation could be a lot worse based off of me seeing how other people, what they got, from having a car accident or being in a car accident. Some people lost their life. Some people actually did become paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll be grateful that it was pretty much, I call it a scratch, but I do wish I could have just said no. That's how I am mentally. I should have just said no. I stay at school. I catch the bus home. But yeah, just continue to keep praying for your boy, your cousin, your family, who You know, whatever y'all want to label me as. Just continue to keep praying for me. You know, like I said, you know, some days, you know, it's fine, but other days, I be in my head a lot, you know, mentally thinking about it. It's a lot to deal with traumatically, you know, going through that and not having a person that put you through it reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? So if I could change it, I most definitely would, but it is what it is, and that's how I am. So take your mental health seriously, no matter what you go through, man. You know, take it seriously. You gotta talk to somebody, You gotta see a therapist, see one. I've been having a therapist since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? See it. Ain't nothing wrong with getting help. Your mental stability is important. Seriously. It's top tier on the top of having peace, you know. But till next time, I'm gonna check in with y'all. I love y'all. I know I said on the last video that the next video I upload would be me being at, you know, doing physical therapy, but I had to check in with y'all because a lot of people was asking me about my mental state just from me having the car accident. But yeah, till next time, I love y'all. Peace, God, always. We out.